Hey, welcome to the Wally Show Precast here.
Hello, YouTube!
No, we just had a conversation
Hello,
about this.
YouTube!
We
Oh.
literally just had a conversation
I
about
thought this
getting
was-
right into the content because
No.
Zach has been to a symposium on podcasts.
He went through a whole
Symposium.
lecture yesterday telling us, say hello to YouTube.
I know, but
No,
you,
he's changed his
But
mind.
not in the first 30 seconds.
I know, Betty doesn't always pay attention. Zach was saying the first 30 seconds is very vital, which we've just
You
killed
know what?
that.
I'm like Leroy Jenkins.
You
Time's
just-
up.
All in. Leroy Jenkins.
Oh man. Okay, so we got a bunch of stuff to get to today that we did not get to during the course of the show, and there's something else that just happened off the show right before this. Zach was showing Becca pictures and videos of Anna like he's prone to do, and she's so cute. But then I started thinking I want to have a file on my phone that's all either like cute animal pictures or car accidents or something that when he shows me
Wait, cute animal pictures or car accidents?
one of the two. And so, and then that way I have
One and
options.
the same.
Yeah, so I have options when he shows me a video of Anna. I can go, oh, here, check this out, and then show him like a car
Ooh,
accident
yeah,
or
like
something.
weigh the pros and the cons. Is it worth showing a
Yeah.
picture of
Yes,
Anna if
always.
you're going to see
Yes.
a seeping wound?
Yes, yes. Or like pole vault accidents gone wrong, you know, things like
Yes.
that. There are a few of those. I find myself, there are times when I won't, there are YouTube videos that I watch with my hands over my eyes, kind of like this, because I don't want to see where I know it's going to go, but then I kind of have to still see it. And the older I've gotten, the more squeamish I am about that stuff. When I was younger, I used to love, oh, that guy got hit with a wrecking ball. That's awesome. You know, and like now I'm
Yeah,
like, oh,
no,
that's
I
going to hurt.
Yeah, I don't enjoy that.
Yeah, so that's my new strategy though for your Anna videos. And I did notice something. Do you realize? Do you have a nickname for Anna?
I mean, Anna Banana, Kiddo.
Kiddo. That's the one.
It's morphed into Kiddo as she's gotten older.
Yeah, you use Kiddo all the time, which I think is endearing and I think it's
Aw.
cute. But it was funny because when we were doing a compassion drive one time, there was a note in here: "Do not call the children kiddos." And like I don't even remember why that happened. It was,
for
another show.
Yeah.
It wasn't us, but it was another show that said it. And I think our boss had a problem with. I don't even know what. But there was a note saying, "Do not call them kiddos." And you started then at that time saying the word kiddo more.
That's funny.
And then it's now it's
I
moved
think,
into your
I
child.
think it was baby Anna or
Yeah.
my baby or something before then. But then, like, when she's walking, that feels weird.
Yeah, we
So
used to
it was
call
around
her
that time.
Baby Anna too.
Yeah.
And then
You should call her a woman.
we have the triplets in our family, and they were always the babies, and like we called them the babies till they were
Really?
probably like 8.
That's not healthy.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so we also have Becca's Try It diet coming up.
Yes.
She's preparing for that on Monday, where
Yes.
she's going to do the hard work for you.
Yeah, so all through the month of April, I'm going to be trying a different diet every week. And don't lecture about me about how bad it is for your body. This is just for entertainment purposes.
And science.
It's science, yes. But
Yeah, you've already gotten a couple of those emails,
I have.
haven't you?
Yeah,
It's like,
that's
guys,
fine. I
just
expect it.
stop.
It's okay. I'm not.
Have
Consult your
fun.
offended
physician.
by it. Yeah, and
Yes.
honestly, like I will say this in all seriousness, I know my body pretty well. Like I know what I need, and I made rules about what kind of diets I needed to be on to make sure that I was gonna at least survive this.
Mhm.
High calorie. High calorie
Yes.
diets is what I need to survive.
But I am actually kicking it off tomorrow, so I'll be able to talk about it on Monday. So today I'm gonna have all my last meals and have some fun with it.
Your last meals.
And I've been doing that for the past couple of days, and I literally on Facebook Live just covered up my side with my sweatshirt because I realized I look a little bit fat in this white shirt today. So let's kick this thing off tomorrow.
Oh wow, you do. No.
Wait,
you do
You do have a
not.
covering or you do look.
No. Oh wow, you do have a covering.
Yeah, that's
Sorry.
what you meant.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Okay, good.
It's like when you start getting a little bigger and every time you sit on the couch, you have that pillow over your lap. You're like,
Yeah.
And then pretty soon
Which-
your lap becomes that pillow.
I will say I was like kind of trying for a while, but the last 3 days I'd say I'd be like, nah.
It's the hardest to try right before you're going.
Oh
on a
yeah,
diet.
no way. And
Yeah.
so tomorrow morning,
What's
it's
going to be your
starting.
last meal?
I don't know. It depends on what Joey can do.
And it's tonight, right?
Yeah, I'd like to maybe go out. I don't know if he'll be up for that,
Yeah.
and that's fine if he's not.
Okay.
If he's not, I'll just probably go grab some Taco Bell or something.
Oh, what a
I kinda
horrible
wanted
last
to go
meal.
to Cheesecake Factory. 'Cause
My-
I
My last meal is always pizza, like a buffet or
I
I
as
don't
much
love
pizza.
pizza. I know.
Yeah, my wife can eat pizza every day.
Yeah.
As she demonstrated the other day. We had pizza the day before, and then she came up for the Mercy Me interview, and Betty was here, and so we're like, hey, you guys want to go to lunch? And I'm like, you guys just decide. I'm still working on something. So you decide, and I'll meet you wherever. And sure enough, she's at another pizza place. I'm like, how is that possible?
Because all kinds of pizza are different. It's a different thing. You could totally do that.
I want to, real quick, before we move off the diet thing, I want to give a quick disclaimer about this too. Like, I feel like I'm in a really good emotional and mental place to do this because, like, sometimes you can tie your weight to your self-worth, and I don't feel like I'm there. So I just want to state that because I think that's another concern people might have. So I thought I'd just get out ahead of that.
They might have, or they
maybe
have voice.
because if they're like, you don't need to change anything. Why are you blah 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 blah?
But see, but that's the thing.
No
That doesn't do
matter what
anybody.
they
Not
say.
what you said doesn't do anybody favors, but that doesn't do any favors when people are like, you know what, you're fine just the way you are. Be happy in your skin. There's a show called My Big Fat Fabulous Life with this girl Whitney, and she's 400 pounds, like probably 400 plus pounds, and she lives like they try to make it look like she's living this exciting life, and she's so happy and doing all this stuff, but like she's not healthy. And so when people keep enabling that and are like, no, you just be the best you ever, and like somebody at some point in time, her trainer is like, look, you're going to die if you don't change things. And that dose of reality isn't being mean, it's actually caring more about them than the people that enable
Right, because we swing the bullying pendulum too far the other way,
Yeah.
where you can't say anything, and like sometimes hard truth is good for you if it encourages you to get healthier.
And I feel comfortable in my skin, but I also know that I feel a little bit better, maybe 15 pounds lighter.
For sure. And that's
I think everybody
I'm
knows
the same
that.
way too. Like if I'm like 10 or 15 pounds lighter than I am now, I do feel better. I feel better about myself. And it's you could call it vain or whatever, but look, I see my chins on the videos we shoot. Come on. And you pointed out to me too. Yeah, let's talk about that. Like you cannot say a single negative thing. Like anybody saying anything about Becca's weight or anything like that would be like, you're fat shaming Becca. You're fat shaming me. It's like, hey, you're a hideous troll with 8 chins. Ah! Like it's like, how is that even equitable? You know?
It's so funny.
It's true.
It's true.
It's true. Like people say the worst things to me. Oh, it looks like you're trying to steal a bowling ball in your stomach. Okay, thanks.
It's because they know you can take it.
Yeah, maybe so.
Those who dish it out.
Yeah, that is true. I do take it fairly well.
Sing it again. You are beautiful, no matter what they say. Words can't. No, final note. Final note.
Words
can't bring me down.
Speaking of podcast turnouts.
Yeah, we just killed that one. All right, so again, make sure you're looking for Becca's Try It Diet. She'll walk you through that starting next week. We'll do some posts on that stuff.
I was going to get to the hook of that song, and then I just remembered we didn't start off like we had planned. We had a hook lined up for.
Oh,
Meh.
it's not
because
too
it's Friday.
late.
Nah, it's too late.
Oh, I was looking
but
forward to
that's right, because
it.
Betty threw us off. We were
I
going to
know.
start off
I
the
know.
first 30 seconds of this.
I know.
I'm thinking the YouTubers like Zach told me too.
We fall apart on Friday.
Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend.
It's funny
I
because
missed that song.
I hate every radio show that does this kind of stuff. I really do. Like, hey, we've got like our fun, wacky Monday song, or it's Friday song. Here's the montage of Friday songs. And I cannot stand those shows. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, that felt good. Like, I'm like, oh, man, no, I don't want to be that
You
guy.
need that release.
I don't want to be that guy. But yeah, we missed that song, and we are trying to remember what the lyrics of it were.
It's Friday, gotta get down on
Gotta get down on Friday.
Everybody's looking forward to the weekend.
Everybody's looking forward to the weekend.
It's Friday.
Friday. You gotta sing through your nose.
Down on
Friday. The weekend. Partying. Wow. Partying. Yeah.
Fun.
Okay, that is such a bad song. Like, I cannot believe her parents paid for that. But it paid off for her, but then now she's gone. Like,
What happened to her?
we should get her on the show.
I feel like we have a story every 6 to 12 months on her, like doing
She
a
released a new
recording.
song.
She'll be that person that's like a mom someday and is like sitting in her house and it'll be on Jeopardy.
Yeah, she'll pop up in a quiz show.
She's probably already been on Jeopardy.
Yeah, maybe. I bet she has. Yeah. So that's what her life will be, and that's you know what, that'd be kind of good. It's better than me.
Who is Rebecca Black?
Yeah, it's better than what I'm doing. All right, let's get to
Oh my
some.
goodness, her being on Dancing with the Stars would be the best. Okay, big
Oh,
birthday
that
time.
would be great.
Oh,
How
that
have they
would be
not done
good.
that?
You should
I don't know.
suggest that. Well,
I know.
because
She's 8
past
times more the star than most of the people.
getting Nick the Bachelor.
I'd be so in.
And then Chris Kattan, who went home. Spoiler alert. Okay, so this is from Taylor. Says, hey, it's my wife's 25th birthday. I was hoping you guys could give her a shout out today. My question is, yes, happy birthday, Samantha. My question is, What's the most creative surprise party that you've ever been to? Because I'm throwing one for my wife. No, I'm kidding.
Okay. So we threw one for Wally, and he had no idea. And we had silly string. We sprayed him down with it, and it was awesome.
yeah, in my garage.
Oh, yes, that's true. Yeah, that's true. And there were a lot of people there, actually, more so than
No,
I
there
thought.
wasn't.
Well, a lot for me.
Oh, okay.
6. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot.
That was
times.
BB before Becca.
Gabriel was there.
Yeah. I guess there weren't that many when you think about it.
Do you
It
want to
was
hear
kinda
something
sad,
terrible? I've only had one surprise party thrown for me, and I spoiled it. I found out about it, and so I went through the back door and surprised
Oh,
them.
to jack it up. That's
Aw,
funny.
I know, I'm no fun.
mean.
That's funny.
I planned one surprise party for my wife Sarah, and the day of or the day before, she had appendicitis.
Oh,
So
surprise.
she spoiled it.
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Yeah, we should have still done it in the hospital room, but
Betty and I were part of a great one when our friend Joy got engaged.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so there was a lot of people here at the station. I mean, close to 50.
Yeah.
It
I
was a lot.
I was
It was
actually
crazy.
yeah, I was
It was
actually
crazy
planning to
like-
come to that.
You were
and-
invited?
So
Yeah.
here's what happened. So
Yeah,
I
I
had-
was. We
Let
all
me
were.
finish my story.
I wasn't. What?
So Joy and Hunter were supposed to drive up, and I was supposed to give the signal of a chipmunk.
Did you mess?
Chicka-chee! But the guy that works overnights here pulled up, and I freaked out, and I was like, chicka-chee! And everyone was real quiet, and then he comes walking through. We're like, Kyle!
Kyle! He became Toby in that moment, like Toby.
Yes. Wasn't great.
Let me see. Got one more birthday here. Hey, this is from Jordan. Hey, my name is Jordan. I listen to your podcast all the time. I find it entertaining and encouraging. I love the sense of humor you guys have, and you don't sugarcoat things. Can you give me a shout out for my mom, Crystal, for her birthday? Happy birthday, Crystal. Jordan is not getting you anything, apparently. She's an amazing woman who I really look up to her. She juggled homeschooling 6 kids, working, and recently got her BSN, and now is at the Mayo ICU. That's impressive.
Wow.
Nicely done.
Wow.
And so we both laugh and love your show, so thanks again. Well, there you go, Jordan. Thank you. Happy birthday to your mom there, Crystal. We got to move on and get
I
to
have a
some of the
quick
stuff.
birthday.
Oh,
Remember?
that's right. You have one,
Yes.
yes.
So this person does not listen to the podcast, but only because they're only 7 hours old. But I had a niece born early this morning.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Her
Dirk's,
literal birthday.
Dirk's daughter,
Do you think we could get her on the show?
possibly.
To do
She
news?
is an angel sent from on high.
But Cambria Sue was born this
Cambria?
morning. Cambria Sue.
Cambria.
Cambria. Cambria.
Cambria.
Cambria Sue.
Okay.
And she was 10 pounds 4 ounces.
Where did Cambria come from? Wow, that's a
I
big
don't know.
baby.
I'm not sure. I haven't talked to him in a while, so I'm not
That's for some reason I'm thinking, why would you name your daughter Cambria? I was thinking of cannabis, and yeah.
That would be a more
That'd be a
bizarre name.
terrible name.
Yeah, I know. That's it. I'm thinking, why would you name your daughter after that?
There was a band called Coheed in Cambria.
I do
but don't-
remember that.
and Dirk was, I think,
Yes, and
into
he
them
sang
as
in
a
a really
kid.
high voice.
Yeah.
Yes, you have to look into
But I-
that because if that's a
yeah.
drug reference, that's
I don't think it is.
Is it the name
I
of
don't
one of
think
his
it is.
pet monkeys?
I bet it's a flower. How are you not Googling this yet? Yes, and he does kill monkeys for a living. Sorry, I picked up on that. How have you not Googled this yet, Zach?
It's Friday. I'm tired.
I don't think it's a drug reference.
I wonder if it's like a flower or something. Coheed
And I don't
Cambria.
presume that we could understand the ways of Dirk.
That's
like,
true.
Even a Google search is not going to help me understand Dirk's.
Why am
entire
I
thinking.
questioning the Dirk?
That's what's
I know.
baffling me.
That's on me.
That's actually what I Googled.
It's an actual name. It's a Welsh name.
Oh,
So.
okay. No, that's
It's not.
less exciting for the band, Coheed and Cambria.
Well,
That's
probably
weird.
knew someone.
Yeah.
named Cambria.
Yeah. Well, happy birthday, Cambria. Early.
Yes.
That's cool. Jared, real quick, wants to know, Betty, do your nails match your sweatshirt?
Hey,
Was that
they
on purpose?
do. Look at that.
She has that would be such a great thing to invent for Shark Tank is nail polish that is like a chameleon that can change with the color of your outfit.
That's impossible.
I don't know if it is or not.
That's impossible.
Tell that to a chameleon.
Everything is impossible until someone does it.
That's right.
Did you see Kara's comment? She said, "Oh,
Flight was impossible to the
says,
Wright brothers.
hopefully today my child will be born. My husband and I are waiting to adopt in Pennsylvania."
Oh, nice.
awesome.
Congratulations. I'm a big fan of that. We had talked the other day, we had somebody call on the show and talked about not being a foster parent, but you will help foster parents by taking the kid that they are
Respite
watching
care.
respite care for
Yeah.
like 24 hours.
That's awesome.
And I love that. I'd never even thought of that. I didn't even know that existed. And so it was cool because after that person was talking about that, there were other people that were like, oh, I would love to do that. And there were other people that were like, oh, we need that.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a neat thing. That was in Kentucky. I don't know if it's something that's across the country or not through that system, but it's a great idea.
Yeah, I'm not sure because my husband and I want to do foster care someday, and so I'm very curious about the topic anytime it comes up. And the person that messaged us and said, "Hey, we could use respite care," so thanks for talking about it because we'd love to. You know,
Yeah.
we're going to utilize it this weekend. And like, I don't know anyone in Tennessee who does foster care.
Yeah.
so I'm
I want to
looking for
do
that
foster care
liaison
for Joey.
someday. Yes,
And I'll take him out for like a weekend and we'll go and fly drones and stuff.
he'd love that.
Yeah, it'd be fun. He needs some fun in his life. All right, so let's get to news here real quick. Things we did not get to.
Okay, so
Yay.
this first story is a really sweet one. There's a server at IHOP who has these regular customers. The woman is disabled, and her husband is always there with her, and so her husband always feeds her her meal. And so oftentimes he doesn't really get to eat a ton of his because he's more concerned about her. And so recently on a shift, this worker decided to take time out of his shift to sit there and help him feed his wife so this man
Nice.
could eat as well. And it was so cool to kind of hear him talk about it.
I always see him stop eating to feed her. And I was like, well, heck, if I ain't doing nothing, why not just go ahead and feed her so he can eat and everybody be happy? It felt good, but at the same time, like I said, I really don't care for the recognition too much because it's just something that should automatically be done regardless.
I do like this, and I hate to be the jaded one, but the guy who's working and being paid to work is like, heck, if I'm not doing anything, I'll help feed her. It's like, heck, you should be doing something, right? Because you're on the clock.
I mean, I've worked
Sometimes.
at a restaurant before, and if you don't have customers, then you're like, well, what now? So-
Yeah, it's funny. Like here, like people will see us. We used to play like office chair lacrosse, and we'd do dumb things.
Mm-hmm.
But it's all like that's all like show prep. Like that's all people think you're just messing around. You're not doing anything. It's like no, we're
It's
working on the
hard
show.
work.
Yeah.
Well, I think every job should have like some quiet times. Like, I
Oh,
don't think
yeah.
you should be just working round the clock, nonstop, stressed all the time.
We need Google nap
Yeah.
pods.
Today is National Crayon Day, so a good day for Betty.
What
You
is
should
that?
be celebrating
Crayons.
Crayons.
There you go.
Got it. Yes.
National
Okay.
Crayons Day.
Okay.
We
Crayons.
talked earlier this week that they were retiring one of the original 24
It's a
Crayola
sick,
colors.
twisted world we live in.
We officially know which one it has the
Which?
boot. It is the dandelion color.
No.
Yes.
Why
We
not
still
so
don't know
bad?
what will be replacing it. They'll be announcing that today. Still, they have not yet.
I guarantee you-
9:26 a.m.
There are people with a box of 24 crayons.
Crayons.
And 23 of them are used, and
Crowns.
there's one that's not used. It's the dandelion one, and they'll be outraged. Why are you taking the dandelion away? I was
wonder if
gonna
this
use
means
it.
If I have one, is it a lot? Is it worth a lot?
It's gonna be worth money now. Yes,
Collectors, yeah.
go buy as many dandelion crayons as you can.
Got
Yes.
it.
Because crayons are worth something. And this final one is a really cool way that a teacher pranked his students. He gave them a spelling test, and he gave them all the words on the spelling test. Then he had them switch papers and grade their own papers while he spelled the words for them.
The next word is spikoo. Look, there's a spikoo. SPEEKUZSLMN. There's silent letters at the end of that one. Yep. The next word was a matter. Students said they were sick. I said, what's a matter with you? WAZAMATA. What's the matter? Your next word, number 11, is April Fools, because this is an April Fool's joke.
Not even.
Congratulations, turn in your test. This will be on your report card.
That's awesome. Like I've been so focused on wanting to teach college, and so I finally made that dream kind of come true. I'm starting to think I want to go back and teach like elementary. Like messing with kids at that age would be so much fun. I mean, teaching kids at that age would be so much fun. That's awesome.
Yeah, and I love that in the video too. He is just completely straight faced about it too, and these kids are like, "What?"
I like how all the letters are all mixed up, and finally the dyslexic kid in the class like me is like, I got 100! This is amazing! I actually spelled something! Betty Rock, Lady Rock, you got 2 stories, and you've made me well aware of that, and I'm not going to skip either one of them. 2
Thank
stories,
you.
go!
Okay, my first one is about Kim Kardashian. So it sounds like she may not be done with having babies. In the most recent episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, she claimed she would be having surgery on her uterus.
Oh, well, that sounds fun.
Having more kids is definitely going to be a struggle. I've gone through so much with really bad deliveries that the doctors don't feel like it's safe for me to conceive again myself.
Your pregnancies, you had toxemia, you had a retained placenta.
Okay, I'm out of the the technical words there. I'm out. It's funny, like the doctors are like, we don't think it's safe for you to conceive. For the rest of us, just having another
That's
entitled
true.
child.
She's got 2
She
already.
has 2 kids.
Yeah, and their one is named
North and the other is Saint.
Oh,
Saint.
that's right. I get them all confused as to who's married to who in that world sometimes.
That's
like
Kanye.
that's Kanye.
Him
She's
and
married.
Kanye.
And then who married Jay-Z?
Beyonce.
Thank you. Yes,
Wow.
I get. Yes.
Even Zach knew that.
Yeah, nicely done, Zach. Like, yeah, I'm totally
She's
confused.
only 36 years old, but I think it's considered a high risk because
when you
of
start
all
getting to
the-
that age.
She had
too.
some issues before. Like,
Yeah.
like
It's
it
not
was
the
outside
age;
of age.
it's her physical.
36
symptoms.
starts putting you into a high risk category, though.
For sure, but I
Yeah.
don't think it's all her age. And also another one is about Fast and the Furious. Hold on, I just minimized my page. Okay, here we go. An insurance company recently totaled up all the damage done in all 7 Fast and
Oh,
Furious.
way too many Fast
Yeah,
and Furious.
all movies. Because all they do is destroy things. So the damage level gradually gets worse the more movies there are. The first 4, the damage stayed in the single digits, but in part 5, it jumped to $20 million.
Nice.
Then in
Ah.
Fast and the Furious 6, 200 million.
Yeah, you need that. You
With
up the game.
7 coming in at a shocking 300 million.
What?
That's
That's
so
amazing.
many- Ugh, I just like
It's ridiculous.
there's certain things like it's one of those things where do you draw the line on wasting money, because all of these things are for our entertainment.
No, but that's
So-
not
That's
money
fake.
wasted.
Oh,
that's
that's
like
fake.
if they blew up a building, they would be all right.
Right.
A building costs.
It's fake money.
It's
Okay,
saying
I
if
feel
there
better.
was a-
I
yeah.
feel way better.
No. Yeah, if
I was
there
like,
was
how
a,
are they making money? And why are they still making these films?
I know they should really stop, but I don't think they're going to stop anytime soon.
Can't stop, won't stop. No, like if they're at like 500 million now, I think they have 3 more movies left. I think so. Their goal should be to get that up to $1 billion.
Yeah.
Because that's got to be some kind of record to destroy.
But it's the same thing. I mean, I haven't seen any of them, but I'm guessing it's the same story.
Don't
you
judge.
just destroy
Don't
things
judge.
in a car. Vin Diesel
I
says,
can't
"Gotcha,"
see 'em.
and you're done.
Gotcha.
They're fun
Gotcha.
popcorn movies.
I can't see them. I can't see those. I can't see Transformers. I can't see any of those.
I'm not into that stuff.
Me neither.
Neither. All right.
Boring people.
You know what I am into? Friday. I'm into Friday right now.
It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday.
One day we should do a thing where we just do all the cheesy bits that other bad radio shows do, and then have our best ratings ever, probably. That'd be so ironic. All right, that's going to have to do it for the precast here, and I hope you have a great weekend, and on with the podcast. Well, there you go. That's going to do it for the
Well, I'm
podcast
Wally,
today.
and that's it for the podcast today. And as so much, thanks for being a party.
I'm good with that. My work here is done. Any questions from Facebook Live?
Michael
see any
wants
of the
to know about roommate story time. People
Nah.
are asking about apartments.
Here's the thing with the apartment and roommate stuff. We kept teasing it like all week.
Yeah.
I don't think any of us remember what the original thing was we
No.
were going to talk about.
We'll talk about it
so
Monday.
That
Yeah.
might be dead, or we might just tease it for the rest of time.
We have there's 2 schools of thought on what it was, and then we thought that we've discussed it so much after the show, before we go to precast, that we thought we had already discussed it. Like Zach's like, I think we've already done this. I'm like, I don't think we have.
Nick just said I can barely hear Becker.
Becker?
Must be too much oatmeal over her microphone.
I didn't eat oatmeal today.
You need to speak a little louder. They can't
Do I
hear
need to speak louder to you?
That's funny.
Is this loud enough?
I love when people get the sense of humor of the
Mom,
show
love me.
and they call back to things and stuff. That's really good. I'm proud of that. I'm proud of Nick.
Now, here's a comment. I'm curious
Uh-oh.
if you think he gets the sense of humor with the show, or is
Uh-oh.
this a comment of a hater?
What?
All right. I wonder if Caleb has an untamed, clearly non-Christian precast like you guys.
I don't know. Boy, that
I
clearly
was with him until he said
Non-Christian.
non-Christian.
Yeah. That's weird. I wonder if, because I don't think anything that we've talked about is not Christian. You know, I don't know.
We haven't talked about anything blatantly Christian in the precast.
Yeah, but we don't. You know, like all the time. When it makes sense, we do. We don't make everything into a spiritual lesson. That's what Caleb does. Like honestly, like I know the people there, and like they have a different frame of reference. They want things to have a bow on it or have a Christian angle to things. and that's fine. Like that's great. Go for that. Do that. Our angle is different than that. Our angle is more a listener. Someone that listens to the show told us one time, and I love this. They said, listening to the Wally Show is it's not church, but it's like hanging out with your friends after church. And I'm like, that's it. That's exactly it. We have moments where we discuss God in depth and serious things, like we did with Darren from We Are Messengers. That blew up and was really powerful. But then we also goof around and treat each other like we would treat our friends just sitting at lunch after church.
Yeah, and Nick, by the way, did clarify he was joking and it was sarcasm. And
thank you.
He thinks people suspect that because we aren't rainbows and butterflies all the time.
Thank you. See, that is the thing. In writing, it's so hard to tell because you can't pick up on
he had other comments. I was pretty sure Nick's a cool guy.
Good.
Thank you, Nick. Though, I think there are two like schools of thought. Like some people think that there's spiritual things and there are secular things.
Right.
And there are some people that believe everything is spiritual everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, and so if you think that the world is all divided and you need to keep God in this container,
right,
and then the world can be in this container, I don't think that's a healthy or biblical outlook.
Yeah, I don't see the two. Like I just when I look at prepping the show, or I just look at life, I look at things and I go, well, this is what I want to talk about, and it's part of what I'm experiencing in life, and my faith will color it sometimes, and then other times it is what it is, but it's never like compartmentalized as we need to keep these things separate because our faith should be the thread that runs through all of the things in life.
Yep. Another great comment. Wally, before I saw what you looked like, I imagine you looked like Brant Hansen.
Oh, I wish.
Yeah.
I wish. Brant Hansen's a good-looking man.
/ Uncle Jesse.
Yeah, I mean, if I looked like Brant Hansen, I'd be more successful. Was that from Brant?
No.
Okay.
I would also like to point out
Brant
that
does not think he's good looking, though, by the way. Brant has self-esteem issues.
Doesn't matter what I say.
No, well, I was still telling a story, Rock. Don't get offended.
You were done.
No, don't get offended. Just hang out for a second. Like she gets all mad about stuff.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, and then she pouts. No, so like Brant, it's really interesting. Like Brant has self-esteem issues. And
he'll tell you that. It's not like we're talking.
Yeah, I'm not talking bad about him at all. But I'm saying that that's a hang up for him. And like I gave up like the fact of trying to be like good looking. I realized there's nothing I can do about it. But it's interesting when you see somebody else as, oh, that's a good looking person, but they don't see it in themselves. It's interesting to have those conversations with them. And it's like, how do you not see yourself like everybody else sees you? You know, and so there you go. Hey, Betty Rock, what's up?
Huh? Oh, my turn. Okay. I would like to point out at one point in our live Facebook feed that Farron was watching, our boss, and then he tuned out.
Oh.
And he's still on Facebook, so that means he's choosing not to watch.
Boo, Farron.
He's probably switching over to a K-Love show.
Boo, Farron. Should we give out his email and have people just blow him up? F dice.
No, you shouldn't.
Nope.
I don't think he was very entertained at all.
Okay. I'm still in the process of signing a contract. I don't want to get mad.
No. Michael pointed out that there's a typo in the Facebook Live video description. I saw that the second it went live, but you can't edit it without ending the video.
Yes.
So I have to wait till it anyway, it drives me crazy too. I'd like to apologize. What?
Apologize.
What did you
Instead of on, I said of or something like that.
Yeah.
Ugh, idiot.
Don't look at me, Betty Rock, idiot, and then looks at me like, is that cute? Am I good with that?
A lot of people, by the way, have asked how we do the live video switching.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll just answer the question. The easiest way is a Mevo camera, M-E-V-O.
Awesome.
Oh my gosh.
Google it. That's how we do it. Long story short.
No, for people that are into podcasts and you want to do this or you got a budget, this thing's phenomenal.
Because it's one single camera, but it looks like, we have multiple cameras jumping around.
Yeah.
So
and it's
not
one
perfect.
guy.
It messes up. Sometimes it moves
It'll
the
do it
camera all of a sudden.
automatically too, or you can control it. Like I think it's fabulous.
Yes.
So nicely done on finding that. So I think that is going to be it for Friday, and we are going to be done here today completely, and I love that.
Stop switching it. It's annoying.
I was showing off how it switches so quickly. Blah, 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 blah. And you can zoom out, zoom in, pan.
What?
I can pan all the way across.
Oh wow! When you're doing that, the light actually changes too.
Yeah,
Not
it tells you where it's pointed.
Well, but also when you were zooming in and out, it did
Oh,
like
really?
a line
It
on
widened?
Yeah,
That's
watch.
cool.
Yeah, see,
Cool.
This
Anyway.
is so boring.
How are there still people watching? I'm sorry.
I do love how it's anything that we're into. Both the girls like, this is boring. No one cares.
Because it's boring. Not
To
because-
you.
Here, we'll zoom in and out
Pretty
on
boring.
Becca. Maybe she'll like that better.
Yeah, she will. She always likes
Zoom
anything
out,
that focuses
zoom
on
in,
her.
Zoom out.
Hey, someone did ask how Joey's doing.
Boring.
Boring.
All right, seriously, we're done. Well, we finished the precast a long time ago, and now we're just goofing around on the internet.
I need to go to bed.
Let's go sleep.
This is the problem with the internet right here.
Yep.
This is what I thought YouTube was going to be, and actually YouTube ended up being a good thing. But I thought this was going to be YouTube was a bunch of idiots with a camera like goofing around. And never
YouTube is
doing
great, and we owe a lot of our
yeah.
fans to YouTube.
I love YouTube, man.
A third of our podcast listeners,
We're
when we
not supposed
surveyed
to
them
be
last,
talking about them.
Nope, that was only in the
No.
beginning.
a third of our YouTuber people said that they discovered, or a third of our podcasters said they discovered us through YouTube videos. So
Really?
it's a
That's
very
crazy.
important thing, and that was 5 years ago.
That's
So.
crazy.
Our viewership has gone up since we ended this. Someone just pointed that out.
Oh, really?
They want to see us punchy and wanting to go home.
All
We have a
right.
meeting.
All
My
right.
Oh,
dog-
we do have a meeting
My
with
dog
Bloodwater.
vomited on the floor 2 hours ago.
Oh, really? Oh, and Joey can't even clean it up. Oh, that's a bummer. You had to go home to that.
Oh.
Yikes.
Eventually.
All right, thank you, Facebook
Have a
Live,
great weekend.
YouTube. You guys rule.